Okay, MegaWhale team, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning into today's video. Bitcoin is in a tricky spot right now, and we're about 21 hours away from closing the current weekly candle underneath the 200-day moving average. Now, this is obviously not a good thing. We've talked a lot about the 200-day moving average acting as a major resistance, and how that if we do break above it and close that weekly candle above it, that will more or less confirm the fact that we have found the bottom, and the bottom is actually in, and it's going to be confirmed. We're going to talk about that later in today's video. Before we get started, head down to the pinned comment down below. Join our Telegram channel, get access to our Telegram channel over here, MegaWhale Crypto Signals. We provide a bunch of updates, market analysis, technical analysis, and a whole range of more things like educational posts, information, news events, and you'll get access to all of our videos in here. Let's go ahead and dive right in, guys. And of course, we're going to start on a small time frame. So Bitcoin has had a pretty rough, raggedy time in the last 24 hours, last day or so. Ever since we got into this horizontal resistance range over here, we can see spanning back to that retest and rejection range within 2020 December, we've had a bit of problems. Bitcoin's really struggling to push past this zone, and rightfully so. This is a very strong zone of resistance, a very strong zone of support if we get above it, but right now it is acting as a major trigger, and that trigger is blocking Bitcoin for its next move up, and its next move up, of course, will take us upwards through this low volume zone all the way through to about $28,000 if we are able to clear this local top over here. So what happens, and we talked about this yesterday, what happens if we fail to? We will see a move downwards, and we've seen that move downwards occur already. That move downwards taking us down to about 21,700 to 21,800 is currently still in play. We had this long wick down, it is still in play. We will expect a few more candles to come down. From here, we are looking for a bounce point and a pushback upwards. That would be a successful support and resistance flip of this entire macro structure, okay? That would be quite bullish, and I said way back, I think like literally a week ago or something, I said that a break above here currently at this point, although would be great, it would be actually more bullish that we do come down, support resistance flip and push upwards. And that is currently what is actually happening for Bitcoin. So am I worried about what's happening right now? No, I'm not too worried. I think it looks okay still. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. For this to occur and for us to come down, support resistance flip and push back over this level, which would be a 22,900, 200 moving average sitting around over here, within the next 21 hours, that is going to be a little tricky. That is not a lot of time to do that move, to move downwards to this range, find support long enough, and then bounce back above 22,900. It probably won't happen in the next 21 hours. So it poses a question, will this candle close under the 200 moving average? And right now, it's actually quite likely we're going to see that close on 200 moving average. What does that mean for the bottom? Well, it's kind of like this. It's not bad, it's not great. Obviously, everyone's wanting that reversal confirmation as soon as possible. The sooner the better. The sooner it happens, the better. But we don't have any confirmation that we will be going lower than $18,000 either. Okay, so just because we close under the 200, it doesn't mean we're going to go 100% going to go lower on new lows. It just means that we haven't quite reversed this bottom yet. We haven't quite hit the bottom. We haven't quite reversed that bottom. So what it can suggest is we get another weekly candle just printing underneath it, pushing sideways. Okay, that can definitely happen. So it isn't the be all and end all. It isn't the be all and end all that we don't close a weekly above, but it would be a great thing if we do, because it will confirm that bottom reversal. And if we don't, we're still in the dark. Now we're still back in the dark. We're still wondering, could we go lower? Yes, those low levels are still on the cards. They're still on the table until that happens. And while that risk is still there, at a higher probability, of course, it is always going to create an environment of uncertainty and, a bit of fear in the market. And that's not the particularly best environment that you want to be trading into. So let's take a look. We'll go to this chart over here. So obviously we had that support resistance flip. We have this nice ascending triangle formation, nice bullish reversal pattern, very, very realistic bounce zone. I'll be looking to enter Bitcoin for a long again over here. Now I have my Bitcoin holdings. I've been accumulating down in this range. Like I said, 18,000 to 19,000 was my main accumulation, up to 22,000 I've been accumulating. My main chunk of accumulation happened underneath this red line. So I'll be looking to enter some longs of Bitcoin, so a whole separate position, some longs at this level over here. Again, if we lose this uptrending support line over here, that would be indication that we are down for the next leg down, right? The next leg down will most likely take us, yeah, I've been saying about 16,200, 16,500 as a low, and I think that fake out is still very possible. If you remember back to our channel a few weeks ago, we were talking about how if we do lose this trend line, it only matters whether weekly candle closes again. So if we lose it and spike downwards to like 16,500, technically the trend line has not been lost into a weekly candle. So we can see a spike down and a push upwards. That is a real possibility. Remember, that 300 moving average is still acting as support that hasn't yet been retested. Even if we lose that, we do have that last leg of support there. Okay, so not too worried about what's happening in the market on the larger time frame right now. We'll go to a smaller time frame and talk. So 4-hour chart, obviously we had a pretty significant rejection from that level. On the smaller time frame, we got like the 1 hourly. It is not looking too great. Okay, we have this 200 moving average acting as support. Obviously the next support zone is sitting around 21,700, and we do have this downtrending support zone between these dotted trend lines acting as a major point of contention. And obviously this is a level that we do not want to be finding that we fall through. So if we take a look at this level over here, and this extends down to about $21,000 up to about 21,800. And we'll go ahead and take a look at this chart over here. We've got that minor support zone, well, this neckline support zone around 21,700 to 21,800. That kind of makes up this upper half over here. So we've got a very high, very strong support zone right over here, just underneath this trend line, just underneath this dotted trend line, where it's likely we can come down, bounce and push upwards from. If we do lose this level and we start pushing down to this lower territory, it's getting a little scary for Bitcoin. And of course, if we lose this trend line over here, there's a very high chance we just follow through downwards. Okay, so again, playing it by ear within this range, guys. It's very, very hard to tell you exactly what is going to happen. There is so many different possibilities, and the price action is very, very volatile. Within this range, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. When uncertainty comes, there's a lot of stagnation. When there's stagnation, it's hard to really tell what's going on. What we can tell you what's going on is a short-term move is playing out. We told you about this a while back. That is playing out. We do expect some bid levels over here. All we can do is set levels that we want to look to purchase at, act on those levels, and then hope for the best. Okay, but like I said, guys, even if this weekly candle closes below the 200, it's really nothing to worry about from, in my opinion, the macro. Talking on a chart basis, nothing to worry about in my opinion. I still think there's a good chance that we can bottom here and go upwards. However, you would like to see that that bottom gets confirmed before you go heavily into the market. All right, we're also saying that. So we've talked a lot about the the bond yields, and we talked a lot about the yield curve and all that kind of stuff yesterday. And we're not going to go over that too much today, but one of the main things that a lot of people are thinking is, you know, if interest rates come out at the end of the month of like 100 basis points or something, you know, we'll see a negative reaction market. And I believe if we see 50, we're not going to see much of a negative reaction. If we see 75, we'll see a initial negative reaction, which will be an initial flash crash, maybe some volatility for a bit, a few hours after, a day after, but then we more or less stabilize and head up. But I think if we see 100, there's a good chance that the market will react poorly and continue down for another leg, okay? That is probably all I want to talk about today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to keep today's nice and short and sharp and just really update everyone what's going on. More in terms of the macro and talking about the short term over here. If we just do a little technical analysis, try to see what we can see over here. It kind of looks like we're almost forming some kind of like, I would say a mix between either a descending channel or a falling wedge or something of a bull flag or some form of channel formation. We can see we're still ranging in that channel. And obviously those channel lows can take us down to about, you know, 21,700, which matches up with where we'll have our support zone over here. And obviously we do have that VPVR, VRPV, whatever you want to call it, acting as pretty high, you know, trading volume range over here between these red lines. So we do have a lot of support below us. Don't forget that. There is now officially a lot of support below us. Remember, we have flipped this entire range. Okay, so from basically the mid-June up until end of July, a whole 4 weeks of trading, we have flipped that. We do need the confirmation of reversal from that range. If we get that confirmation of reversal, regardless of where this weekly candle closes, there's a good chance we push through a 200 moving average, continue upwards to $28,000. Okay, let's actually zoom out and do a little bit more analysis while we got you over here. If we go ahead and zoom out, and I don't know where the rest of my chart has gone, that is very odd. We'll go to this one instead. Let's go ahead and zoom out and let's go to a 3-day chart. So let's say hypothetically, guys, we push past that major resistance zone over here on this chart, and then we push upwards and we break $28,000. You know, are we out of the woods yet? And the answer, simply put, is no, we are still in a downtrend. This is still a bear market. Remember, this entire macro structure, right, is a bear market. This has been since November, nearly, November, December, 9 months or whatever. This is a 9-month long bear market over here, all right? We are still in a macro downtrend. That's what a bear market is. Ever since the top of that, we've dropped, about 75%. So significant drop, okay? We would need to flip this macro downtrend for us to start looking macro bullish again, all right, okay? So that will happen, I would assume, somewhere upon that breakout over here, maybe 28,000 flip, potentially 32,000 flip. And even then, if we push up past, we have these major ejection points that could actually push us back downwards, okay? So for us to get macro bullish, we need to flip this trend. For us to enter a bull market, we need to flip 48,000, right? And for us to look substantially more bullish, the major zone we need to flip is this zone at 36, 35, 37K, okay? So you're thinking, MegaWhale, what the hell? Why does this short-term move matter then? Because again, this will indicate a bounce, a potential bottom point, which will lead us to the next leg up. Now, will the next leg up trigger a bull run? That is a completely different topic. That is a completely different question we haven't even answered yet, and something we're not looking into yet, okay? The answer really simply to that is it may not, we don't know, okay? We can't just say, okay, the bottom of this bear market is in, therefore we're gonna see a bull market. It doesn't work like that always. We can see these push upwards and back down, and before we even enter a bull market, because a bull market will enter when we clear this level over here, and that will take us to a new all-time high, okay? I'm gonna leave the video there, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's one. Cheers. Okay, guys, we're gonna be taking a quick look at Bitget, and now Bitget is where I personally trade. I highly recommend signing up to Bitget with the link down below. Bitget is probably the best exchange out there if you are a trader. It has a variety of features, and the best things about Bitget are a few things. Number one, it's non-KYC. Well, KYC is completely optional in Bitget. Now, there's a whole variety of exchanges out there nowadays that have gone completely centralized, sharing your personal trading information and information of decentralized governments and different governing bodies. Bitget allows that option to be left to the individual, to the user of the exchange. You can decide to non-KYC, you can decide to KYC. It's completely your choice. Another really beneficial thing about Bitget, and the biggest reasons why I'm sitting here actually recommending Bitget to all my followers, is that it has 0.02% trading fees. All right, this is significantly lower than any other cryptocurrency trading exchange out there. FTX, Binance, can name a bunch more, KuCoin. It is significantly lower, by 500% lower than the lowest exchange out there, Binance. Another big thing, guys, is there's no global restrictions on who can use Bitget. Anyone from anywhere can sign up to Bitget and get access to the entire exchange of all the tools, whether it be futures or spot. No matter which country you're in, you can use futures and spot. If you're in America, for say, and you want to get access to more spot trading pairs, such as Binance Global, and you can't sign up, well, guess what? They've got 250 different spot trading pairs here on Bitget to get access to, and you can get access to all of these. If you're in Australia and you want to access the futures market and you can't trade futures, you can do it here on Bitget. You can get access to the future market and start trading with leverage. And finally, guys, if you do want to sign up to Bitget, go ahead, click that link down below to sign up to Bitget, and you'll get access to the reward center over here, which enables up to $4,000 in rewards by completing 5 tasks. All right, guys, we'll get back to the video. Thanks for listening to that. Okay, guys, I want to take a quick moment to introduce the Become a Trader course at the end of this video. This course was designed by myself and Wolves of Crypto. We put together a whole variety of knowledge to create the most cohesive, understandable, and beneficial trading course there is on the market. If you're interested in learning how to become a trader, if you're interested in learning how to use technical analysis, if you're interested in learning how to apply market analysis to different cryptocurrencies, this is a course for you. We teach you everything from the fundamentals, the basics about what cryptocurrency is, how to trade cryptocurrency, mastering the craft of cryptocurrency, diving into a whole range of technical indicators, market structures, and teaching you how to utilize these when finding trades and applying risk management strategies to become more profitable over time. We even dive into market psychology, human psychology, and provide a variety of different videos and educational content, including courses and quizzes to assist your learning along the way. If this is something you're interested in, guys, go ahead and contact us down below at the cryptoacademycourses@gmail.com. We'll send you an email back with all the course information, the structure, the payment details, and everything else you need to know. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and we'll catch you in the next one.